What's going down, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be doing another haircut tutorial. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video just yet, but whatever I call it, it's just a simple mid-ball fade, wavelength with the grain cut on top, lineup, enhancements, that's it. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most consistent YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination, but with no sports and being on lockdown basically, I figured I have more time to do more videos for you guys. So if you have any videos you guys want to see, any suggestions, go down in the comment section right now and let me know. Other than that, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. So as you guys can see, once we comb that hair down all even and flat, his hair isn't looking too crazy, but he definitely needs the cut. Now, for the first time ever, I'm showing this on my channel. I'm going to be using the Enhancements cordless edition. We're going to make our first guard line, lever closed with no guard. When I talk about the best clipper I've ever used, it's probably this clipper right here, the Enhancements cordless. It's not my favorite. As you guys know, Oster Fast Feed is my favorite clipper. I will choose that over any clipper ever. But as far as best all-around clipper, it has to go to the Enhancements cordless. Now, I've never used Babyliss or Wall Seniors cordless or whatever the case may be, but I've grown up on Oster Fast Feed and Enhancements. So for them to take an Enhancements, make it cordless, but make it more powerful, it's a no-brainer. This is the best clipper by far. Now, I'm here to tell you, if they make an Oster Fast Feed cordless, I swear I will upload 10 barber tutorials in 1 week, because y'all know how I get down with some Oster Fast Feeds, and if they make it cordless, it's game over. Moving on to the actual haircut, we just did 2 layers. The first one was lever closed with no guard. On top of that was lever open. Now we just did open and close the lever to knock out the line in between the 2 layers. Now the next guard line going upwards is going to be a #1 guard, lever all the way open. And what you want to do is you want to take this roughly to the top of his lineup, that little box, that little corner right there. And you want to leave yourself probably like ½ an inch to fade out the rest of the hair when we do knock out the top. Hopefully that made sense. So from the #1 guard open down to no guard open, we're going to slap on a #0 guard or a #116 guard. Open and close the lever to gradually blend out that dark line up into the long #1. And to knock out any remaining dark spots or lines in the bottom portion of the fade, we're going to go in with no guard, open and closing. Now, in my opinion, this is the most important part of a taper or a fade. You're going to knock out any of the texture. It's going to produce a more smoother gradient blend. It does take a little bit of skill and patience and touch, but if you get it down, your fade's going to be perfect. And moving on to the other side of the head, it's the exact same steps as the back and the other side. But with this side, I think it's better lighting. You guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. But what I want you guys to notice mostly is how simple I keep things. And that's how I like to do things here on this channel. It's easy to follow because I know cutting hair can be intimidating, especially when it's someone else's head. So I try to keep things very simple. I dumb it down for you guys. I make one guideline, I make another, I blend out the line, you go up, make another guideline. It's super simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep things organized, keep things neat, brush off the hair, comb the hair after each guideline. It's very simple, bro. Trust me. All right, next up, we're going to take the cordless Andis T-outliner. I do have the D-Tooth GTX blade on here. It is professionally sharpened, and I think that's the only way you can go with an Andis T-outliner. So with these, we're going to bald out the rest of the head. All the hair that's remaining on the bottom of the head, we're going to get rid of that and then move on to the next step. And now that we have combed the hair down in the natural pattern, we're going to take a number 0 guard with the lever all the way open on our Andis Master. Now my client's waves aren't super dipping, but they are present. And when someone has waves and you're going with the grain, you want to be super mindful, super careful that you follow the hair pattern, because when you're going with the grain, if you go against the grain for any reason, you're going to cut off a lot more hair than naturally intended, and you're going to ruin the whole look. So just be mindful, follow the hair pattern, follow the wave pattern, and it's super easy. And really all that's left is to knock out that 1/2 inch guard line that I told you guys to leave behind. So we're gonna slap on a number 2 guard, open it up a little bit, fade out the top portion of the fade into the waves. Then we're gonna close that number 2 guard, work our way down. Then we're gonna slap on a number 1 guard, come back down, then a 0. Then eventually we're gonna finish this fade using no guard, open and closed on the master. Now I always try to preach this. You want to fade going upwards and then check your work coming down. So we're just gonna use a number 2, come down, use a number 1, then a 0, then no guard. And it just ensures that there's no dark spots or lines left in your fade. And now to prep the actual lineup, we're gonna brush his hair down, spray some hairspray, and follow that up with some blow drying. Now, when you spray the hairspray combined with the blow drying, it just kind of solidifies the hair. So when you do hit it with the actual liner, the hair just falls off, leaving you with a crispier lineup. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed right here that he's missing a little bit of hair in his box. It's always been like that for this particular client, but it's those type of things you have to be mindful of, because if you were just to push that dark spot or that light spot back, trying to make it look all even, you're just going to push his hairline back. So it's those type of things you have to be careful of. And if you guys are wondering why I didn't use the T-outliners on the side of his box, using the straight razor is a lot more sharp, it's a lot more precise. And like I told you guys, he has light spots in this area. So using the straight razor allows me to get more control. It allows me to get in there with a lot more ease. And really all that's left is to hit his hairline with some hair fibers. I don't know if you guys can see those light spots in the front that I'm filling in. It's super easy. Just grab a business card, grab something to block off the excess fibers, spray a super light amount. We're not going for a fake look, we're just going for a more fuller look. So hit it with a light dusting of hair fibers, follow that up with your T-outliners, and that's basically it.
Vision mode.
So this right here is brushable hold hairspray, just a super light holding hairspray to lock in the hair fibers, lock in the wave pattern, basically just lock in the haircut that I just gave them. After this, you guys will see me use a neck strip to lay down any of the hair fibers. I choose this technique because it's a lot more gentle. You're not going to remove any of the hair fibers, you're not going to disturb the wave pattern, but you're going to lay down any of those flyaway hairs that we might have left behind. But other than that, hopefully you guys did enjoy. It came out pretty fresh. It's a super simple haircut. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. After this will be some before and afters. But other than that, I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.